It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll tip it off, a road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Anunoby. Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And for the Wizards, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Sarr in at the center, locking down the middle. And nearing the midway point, and Doris, we're always seeing some shifts in the landscape of competition.
That, to me, Kevin, is what makes things both interesting and exciting. There's an intrigue to, are some of the young players in the league pushing the established stars? How deeply into the careers of the great players are we? And are we looking at the end of what has been an extraordinary run of talent? It's always incredible to watch.
Here's Brunson. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Hart with a screen on Brogdon. Pass to Hart. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Kuzma.
Long wingspan and excellent feet by Kyle Kuzma, just staying all over his man right there.
Back to Koulibaly. Poole on the wing. Brunson covering. Poole no good. For New York, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Brunson outside. That 3 off the mark.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Back to Koulibaly. Brogdon outside. They set the pick. Launches a 3. Bridges with the steal. Out left to the wing. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And he drives in, and he makes good on the layup. Brunson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
And it's Brian Keith calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Look at the numbers for Mikal Bridges. He's around 18 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Still without a basket in the game. Pass to Koulibaly, and the 3-ball is good.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss, wide open.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. but they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
And that one's good. Towns.
This is a big, who we know stretches the floor to great effect. Mr. Towns from 3.
And here's Poole for 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Towns, a screen on Kuzma. And it's Hart penetrating the ultimate glue player. Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
And he knocks down the first one.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Hart drops them both. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Hart, that's good. Hart's got 5.
Yeah, Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a three-point shot. You better guard me.
I've been looking around. Back to Poole. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Towns. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Oh, my goodness. That's a slick-looking move from Jordan Poole. He right now is playing at his pace.
Bridges shot. Good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Checked in for New York. Looking now at some numbers for Mikal Bridges.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keefe, and they're focused on limiting one of the best shooting bigs ever in Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Coach said earlier, Towns is a machine on the offensive end. Will try to make that into a passer, get the ball out of his hands. We'll see if they can accomplish that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Anunoby outside. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Kept alive, and the dunk by Towns.
Excellent pursuit by Towns right there. Get to work on the glass.
Out to the right wing. Here's Valanciunas from down in the low post. It goes. The Knicks leading by 4. With a screen on Poole. Here's McBride. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Valanciunas. Another one falls for Washington. The Knicks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Towns, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
And Towns drops them both. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington, Doris, over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
George sets a screen for Poole. From past the arc, and he's good on the three ball. Poole's got 8.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's McBride, and the layup falls. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Poole, the pass to Kuzma. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Boy, being shot ready on the catch, Kyle Kuzma making it look easy.
Kane with it. Now, Valanciunas defending. Good work there as it goes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, George. Up top, Kuzma. Covered by Achua. Pocket 6. Launches it. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Pass to Ryan. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. You guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Knicks?
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
They've got Kispert. George is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Carrington in at the guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
That's about pre-shot preparation, the anticipation of the pass. Kuzma, easy work.
From 7, and George gets it to go. George has got his first points of the night.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Brunson adds a 2-pointer. Rebound by the Wizards.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The offensive rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Doris, what a breakout for the guard, Jalen Brunson, these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
Kispert finds Kuzma, and no good that time.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Brunson outside. A dunk by Achua.
You have to know how to screen and then when to release. Achua, excellent execution.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And New York making a change here. Toppin's checked in. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. The fourth spot held by Jalen Brunson.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Fades back, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Knicks leading by 6. Shakes him. Here he goes. And he sinks the layup. Brunson's got 9.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Harrington. Valanciunas, good. He's got 7.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Brunson scanning the floor. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to Carrington. They set the pick. Back to Kuzma. Shoots over Achua. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's McBride. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. To the paint. They swipe it. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated through their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body. Work hard. Watch film. Be studious. And find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach. The Wizards shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. First one falls for him. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Sars checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Brogdon subbed in for Corey Kispert. And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Kuzma outside. Brogdon the pass to Kuzma. From deep. The Knicks pull it in. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
You know, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Kuzma outside. Brogdon against Brunson. Basket counts.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Outside, Towns. Sweet move. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Towns has got the lead up to 12 now for the Knicks.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Goes up on the block. Kuzma can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Anunoby kicks to Brunson. It's tipped.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
Hart with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Tries it from 19. Got a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Cameron Haynes checked in for Jalen Brunson. On defense, the Wizards down by 12. Towns a screen on George. Shot clock at 5, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Knicks. Right now they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And of course the Wizards just need to take it a game at a time. And Washington making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
So he comes up empty at the line.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame, plus add to his game.
2 minutes.
Here's Payne. Buries the long-range jumper. Payne's got his second bucket tonight.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Poole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the screen. The Wizards with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Alexander Sarr. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Hart. Payne with it. Guarded by Poole. Hart with the screen for Payne. Back to Hart. Towns with it. The kick out to Anunoby.
Still scoreless. You wonder if it's starting to get to him.
Oh, good with the triple.
Second team foul.
Here's Poole. Good. Nice job down low. Poole's got 10.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Anunoby outside. The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one misses. Wizards trail by 14. Over in the corner, Poole. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks.
Miles McBride.
Koulibaly finds Poole. Sarr sets the screen for Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. Towns with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Poole with it. 1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the New York Knicks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Great to see you. And speaking of great, see what I did there?
I'm looking at one of the all-time great shooting pivots. Not you, Shaq, sorry. But Big Cat has controlled the game with his offense.
Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Bart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. Brunson, no good. Wizards trail by 12. Pass to Kuzma. To the middle. Here's Brogdon. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, you love to see Malcolm Brogdon take advantage of that frame, capitalizing in close.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Bridges for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Poole. Now, here's Brogdon. Now Sarr. Now Koulibaly. He's guarded by Anunoby. Just 2 to shoot. Poole no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Bridges inside the three-point line. And finally they hit one. Bridges has got 6.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Kuzma kicks to Brogdon. Pass to Poole. Over Brunson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 12.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Out to Brunson. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
A look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, putting up about 22 points per, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Coulibaly finds Poole. Here's Sarr. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Hart the pass to Towns. Well, defense is a big part of these players' games. It's the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. And you look at Anunoby, fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks. And, of course, Bilal Coulibaly.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
You know, that's a defensive combination you're sort of always looking for in wing players. Strong on the ground, strong in the air. There is no safe ground when one of them is on patrol.
And Towns drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Pass to Poole. Nice ball movement by Washington. To the inside. Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good.
Jalen Brunson plays bigger than his size. He's aggressive. He's going to go right at defenders. He doesn't care if you're bigger than he is. He will keep coming at you.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Poole the pass to Brogdon. To Poole. A 3-ball. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Bridges shot. Good.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Shoots from 14, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Count it, good.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Takes the 3. That one's not going to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Coulibaly. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Coulibaly's got 5 now.
Boy, when Malcolm Brogdon is aggressive, it changes everything for this team. What a pretty pass.
Back to Brunson. And the layup's good off the glass. Brunson's got 19 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Saar. He can't get it to go. Towns with the defensive effort.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And a moment to see numbers for Jalen Brunson. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists. And he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Miles McBride's checked in for Anunoby. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Here's Kuzma, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Here's McBride. 5 points in the game. Hits it from three-point range. McBride's got 8 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to George. Down low. Here's Poole. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's on Jalen Brunson.
First team foul.
That's a nice fake by Jordan Poole. This guy finds all sorts of ways to get his points.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28. And Doris, he's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class. And I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away. There's never been a question about whether Jordan Poole can fill it up in a hurry. This guy has got as versatile an offensive skill set as you can want.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
At the line for 2.
And that one misses.
Well, Precious Achiuwa, a guy who I think has a high upside. And the reason I say that, he runs the floor. He's got tremendous athleticism. He's able to fit in around great players. He just needs to continue to work on his game.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Driving to the basket. Some of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. Let's highlight them. Fifth, Jonas Valanciunas.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
And the first one at the line is good. Good spurt. Hits both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Towns. Good on the three-point shot. Towns has got 17.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Now Valanciunas. And he gets it to go.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Payne up top, guarded by Poole. Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. Count that one. He's got 7.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
This is one guy you do not want to put at the free throw line. Jordan Poole is an exceptional free throw shooter.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And New York making a change here. Second free throw, no good.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Pass to Kolek. Over Kispert. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go. Make the game easy for each other.
And defense obviously so important to Coach Thibodeau.
I mean, he wants his team to get stops and leak out fast. Fundamental basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Corey Kispert. Then it's George. And it's Carrington in at the 1. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Achua, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Bagley. A three-pointer, no good. New York leading by 18. And Brunson has it in the corner. From 12 feet out. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Brunson's got 23 points.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
George finds Valanciunas.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Payne looking around. Pass to Achua. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And New York making a change here. Bridges checks in.
Next substitution, number 25, Mikal Bridges.
Wizards trail by 18. Outside, George. Here's the screen. Pass to Valanciunas. With 1 on the clock. Valanciunas draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And now the Knicks on the break. McBride's shot is off. It's George on the wing, defended by Bridges. Pass to Valanciunas. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one, good. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
Valanciunas inside. Sims there. They get it back. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Inside, Achua. The dunk by Achua.
The assist.
Yeah, Bridges proving to be solid in the pick and roll. They like him now handling in this situation.
Pass to George. Igley with a screen on Bridges. 5 on the clock. Here's Carrington. Brunson covering. Carrington, that's good.
An unselfish guy who enjoys setting his guys up. Bagley has impressive vision for a big fella.
Bridges for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Wizards trail by 16. Now, Poole. Valanciunas with a screen on Brunson. Poole, the pass to Valanciunas, and he comes up with the deuce. Valanciunas has got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, this has been a bit of a showcase for Jonas Valanciunas, over and over, finding a way to get it done on the offensive end.
Sims kicks to Brunson. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. A shot by Accordi, no good. The Wizards have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Pass to Poole. Drills the three-pointer. Poole's got 20 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Bridges. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Poole, the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Bridges. And Sarr pulls it down.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
It's rebounded by New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Bridges attacking. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Attention fans. Now on the court is your high squad. Make some noise and let them hear it. Oh, what's the season?
Valanciunas. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And Brunson gets it to go.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from 3?
Back to Brogdon. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Brunson outside. And another three for New York.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Kuzma kicks to Brogdon. Bridges with the steal. Here's Hart. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him from a contact perspective. He will absorb it.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Knicks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Karl Anthony Towns.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Bridges, out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
Basketball. Substitution on the court.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Leave you. Let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.